Carl and Damon here from Brrrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's They Made What into a TV series. It is episode 14 of Viva Pin, season number 2. Stop groaning. We made the decision to do this ages ago.
I look at the 14, I know it's only about 10 episodes ago. Isn't it?
Still a way to go. Still a way to go, but we committed to this.
Yep.
Even though we're well and truly sick of this show, we will finish these talk-throughs. This is Beauty and the Beast and the Talented Mr. Hack, aired April 27th, 2008 on YTV. You know how this goes, folks. Segment 1, Beauty and the Beast. Hudson is hosting the Miss Pinata beauty pageant with an audience vote. The winner wins an around-the-world cruise with him. Sold. Can see where it was going.
Yep.
And it was Hudson again. The first contestant is Karina Chockstress. Fucking Pinata names. And they're happy to see each other. We flash back to when Hudson was younger, and it seems as though she was a bully. The next contestant is Haley Hostachio, who didn't take getting dumped by Hudson well. Finally, though, of course, Beverly Badsicle. And you know why I love this? It's called continuity. This is one of the few things the show is continuous about, which is Beverly's obsession with him. 3 contestants that Hudson would rather never see again, let alone spend a cruise alone with. Brilliant. Because you're like, here's the hijinks. What's he going to do? And how's he going to do this?
To get out of here.
He goes to see Fergie, Franklin and Paulie and begs them to enter disguised as female pinatas. Back at the talent show, Hudson introduced the new contestants. Of course, they start to screw up, naturally, and Hudson snaps momentarily but switches to the next segment that is each of the new contestants performing an act. So it's fun. And I like the fact that we keep focused on this one area. First up, it's Franklina Fizzly Bear, who reads a poem about a grain of sand. It sinks. I can do puns too. Polina Prestel does mind reading and shows off her skill in Ella because she doesn't actually remember anything. Everyone is impressed for some reason. I didn't get that. Finally, Fergina Fudgehog is going to dance. Something Fergie is up for, but he keeps getting calls from his mother. Distracted, he ends up causing some damage and Hudson gets knocked out. When he comes around, he refuses to let the 3 fakes out there unless they work harder. Fergie answers another call from his mum, but in doing so gets busted by Langston. On stage, Beverly shows off her talent for playing the piano. She's doing great, but Fergie ends up cutting the strings inside, sending her off stage humiliated. I thought that was mean.
Typical
Fergie.
Typical of the show too.
Haley's up next and is singing, but Fergie distracts the sound guy and replaces her music with a rock tune, which sends her running out. And finally, it's Karina who's doing self-defense on Hudson against his will. That shit makes me laugh. Fergie is going to drop garbage on her, but his mother calls again and this gets Karina's attention. She beats him and Hudson up before the curtain drops. The remaining contestants are given an opportunity to say why they deserve to win. Karina, because she wants to fuck Hudson up, basically. Franklina, because Hudson is her bro. And Paulina, who is knocked out of the way by Fergina. Fergina does a speech about there being more important things than winning and promises to work on the cruise for world peace. Even I laugh at that now. This is enough to convince the crowd and he is crowned a winner. Hudson sings a song with Fergina celebrating. Going backstage though, his mother has just arrived. We then see Hudson leaving on the cruise, but it turns out that Fergie's mom has taken his place. What for an ending. I like this segment. I'm okay with this segment.
It's got elements of fun, so
it's fun, it's silly, it's imaginative. I'll always take that over the bland nonsense of Fergie being sent to a party and trying to avoid going to a party. But we do have a second segment, so let's see if this episode can be a good one overall. It's the talented Mr. Hack, and say hello to a hillbilly Hostachio named Hack. On his way to pick up some seeds, he is snatched by Simone and brought to Hudson's secret celebrity lair. And I love that this is done like as if he's a James Bond villain. And already I was like, shit, this is going to be a good one, isn't it? It's another Hudson one. Hack is excited to see him and Hudson is unimpressed. Hudson reveals that he can't do all the jobs required of him. And he doesn't actually want to do a lot of them. So he's basically got a plan. First, he attempted to clone himself, but only created a smaller, wild one. And I was like, wait a second, is this an Austin Powers joke? in Viva
It
Pinata.
seems to be, yeah.
It's weird, right? Consider it's a kid show.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So we came up with the idea of hiring a lookalike. Hack agrees, and he uses a potion to change his voice and then show him videos so we can get the Hudson mannerisms down. Hack picks it up, but things turn horror-like as Hudson does surgery to make Hack look like him. Again, it's like a horror scene with shadows and screaming and all that. The transformation is complete and Hack is now ready to go out there. Outside, Hack is able to convince the others that he is Hudson easily. Hack now starts to pick up some of Hudson's less desirable gigs, but quickly, unsurprisingly, starts to hate it. In fact, he starts to feel used, especially as Hudson is abusing his position. Hudson humiliates Hack, treating him like a tool, so Hack breaks. Waking up, Hudson finds that he's been imprisoned in his lair. How? By being unable to look away from his own greatest hits compilation.
It's stupid comedy, but
it's outstandingly
it's
done.
Yeah.
At this stage of our Viva Pinata watch, I don't go, well, that's dumb. I go, that's Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson. Yeah.
I completely get it. Now, with Hudson out of the way, Hack takes his place and starts to enjoy the good bits. Hudson, believing that he's stuck forever, figures Hack will screw up and his friends will come and find him. True to form, Hack does start to behave out of character, asking others to live with him and asking about themselves, something they end up loving, of course. Realising no one is going to come, Hudson tries to break the pull of the video, making it to the lift, but ends up being drawn back to the video. That is such a funny scene. It is. Luckily for him, though, the video does end, and in an attempt to revive it, Hudson blows up his lair and is launched to where Hack is being celebrated. Hudson reveals the truth and they end up fighting. They both try to convince the crowd that they're the real one, but no one actually knows. To work out who is who, the other pinatas put them in a contest and asked them a question only Hudson would know. It turns out he doesn't know the answer, probably because, as it turns out, who would care about his co-stars? Hack wins. Hudson is thrown in jail where he reveals that he doesn't know the meaning of the word co-star. So that's it. That's the joke. Is the question is like, who's your co-star? Yeah. Hack knows the answer. Hudson doesn't, because what the fuck's a co-star?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm the star.
He's the star, yeah.
But that's not what convinces the others. However, while in prison, he sees that his fans and the police are really happy to see him. And he decides, you know what, I might enjoy being in prison because I've got fans here.
Yeah.
And that's where this segment ends. And you might think, that's a bit of a cliffhanger, right?
Yep.
That's a bit of a cliffhanger. We're never going to come back to this.
Nope.
I've watched everything. There's no coming back to this. The next time we'll see Hudson, it was like this never happened. Which is really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because they didn't resolve it. They've just Hudson put in prison and everybody believing Hack is Hudson.
Yeah.
Now, I decided to create a make-believe world from now on. Hudson never got out of prison. The Hudson we will see in future is Hack. Right? He's just Hudson anyway. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I've decided it's going to be.
Yeah, I think we discussed it previously. All these episodes, they're pretty much all standalone.
But then why do a consistent thing like Beverly Badger
Exactly,
School?
yeah.
Like, why do that? We've seen sometimes there be continuity, but other times they're banned completely.
Out of ideas.
I wouldn't mind if this episode had resolved it. Like, it turned out to be like, ever realised, oh yeah, well, Hudson's selfish. You wouldn't know his co-stars are, so of course Hack's not the real one.
Yeah.
But that's not how it goes. It doesn't diminish what is a very good segment, though, and a very good episode overall. This is, again, one of those strong ones. It's just fun and imaginative overall. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Easy as that, right? Episode 14 from Season 2 of Viva Pinata, Beauty and the Beast and the talented Mr. Hack. You got any thoughts you want to share? You know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.